Welcome to the following presentation of the World Football League on the Replay Sports Channel. Good evening, football fans. Welcome to Yankee Stadium. It's a clear night, 78 degrees, a bit windy here, 20 to 30 miles per hour. As I talk to you from the broadcast booth, hi everyone, Glenn Walker, bringing you Week 3 Monday Night Football action from the World Football League. We've got a good one tonight between two Metropolitan Division teams, the London Knights and the New York Generals. Both teams are 1-1 heading into the contest, and this is also the first game that New York Generals quarterback Russell Wilson is playing against his former team, the London Knights. He was with them all of his career up until this recent offseason. That was the big free agency move to move to New York. Caused the biggest headlines heading into this season. So when the schedule came out and we saw this was on week 3, had to be no other place than Monday Night Football. As the teams finish their warm-ups here, the London Knights coming in at 1-1 week 1, defeated St. Louis 16-9. No problems there. They seem to be getting off to a great start, but then last week they lose at the Berlin home opener to the Thunder, 30-10. A rough night for Carson Wentz, who was sacked 4 times. They're facing the New York Generals with an identical 1-1 record, kind of a reverse of what London had. They faced Philadelphia in week 1 and got blown out, 51-6 in that game. But then last week they go into Toronto and defeat the defending league champions, 29-27. So one of the things that we'll see tonight is who are these two teams. What do they look like, and what can we expect as we move forward in the 2022 season? So, coin toss has just occurred. London has won the toss. They have elected to receive. So, all set for kickoff. Pringle is the deep man. Rogers and Isabella are the short return men. London, in their away uniforms, white jerseys, silver pants, silver helmets with the black numerals. They'll be moving left to right across your screen. Kickoff is a short one, fielded by Pringle at the 6-yard line. Great return with great blocking, finally tackled in New York territory at the 46-yard line. So out will come the London Knights, and we'll take a look at their lineup here in just a moment. And so they are led by quarterback Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz came over after Russell Wilson left the team. Wentz, a former Tampa Bay Bandit quarterback, led the Bandits to the Eastern Conference Championship back in 2018. Lone running back will be Myles Gaskin. Tight end will be Dalton Schultz. Wide receivers, Randall Cobb, Stephon Diggs, and Byron Pringle. 1st and 10. After that great kickoff return, the Knights have the ball inside New York territory. Wentz calling out the signal. The give is to Gaskin, and he's met immediately by a bunch of red jerseys. Clark will get credit for the tackle, loss of 1, bring up 2nd and 11. Let's take a look at that New York defense. They're running the 3-4. Josh Sweat and Marcus Davenport are the defensive ends. Kenny Clark will be manning the nose tackle position. The linebackers, Alex Highsmith, the rookie, Micah Parsons. More about him in a little bit. And Malik Harrison. Your defensive backs, Taylor Rapp, Chidobe Awuzie, Tracy Walker, John Johnson III, and Jonathan Jones. Loss of 1 on the play, 2nd and 11, just underway here from Yankee Stadium. Wentz will move into the pistol position on 2nd and long. Schultz moves to the slot position. And we have a penalty flag before they can get underway.
Offense, Number 77, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, second down.
And Jerome Boger is our official tonight, starting his 16th season as a referee here in the WFL. Moves the Knights back into London territory, back to their own 48-yard line. Thank you, all of you who are joining us tonight on YouTube for Monday Night Football on a Tuesday night, but Monday Night Football nonetheless. So thank you again for joining us. Appreciate comments and suggestions in the chat box. 2nd and 16 now for the Knights. Gaskin, the lone running back, 3 wide receivers set, 1 tight end for the Knights. Wentz back to pass, screen over to Gaskin near side of the field, and he's going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage. The Knights are moving backwards. Highsmith knocked him out of bounds at the London 46. Brings up 3rd and long, 3rd and 18. They need to get to the New York 36 to pick up a first down. They'll go 5 wide. Wentz calling the signals. Man in motion, back to pass. Has time. Looks. Ball's deflected. And then falls incomplete. Pass was intended for Isabella, but it was tipped by Johnson III. And it'll bring up 4th down and the punting unit. O'Connell leads the league in punting. He will be punting away to Ozulski. Ozulski, leading punt returner last season in the WFL. O'Donnell gets the kick away, aiming for the sidelines, but it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. So London unsuccessful in their first drive. Ball comes out to the 20-yard line, and out steps Russell Wilson. Leading the New York Generals. Wilson, a 2020 All-Star. Now in his first year with the New York Generals. He will be a quarterback. Running back will be James Robinson. Wide receivers, LaVisca Chenault and Jamison Crowder. The tight ends, Logan Thomas and Mercedes Lewis. Offensive line, Andrew Wiley at tackle. Michael Jordan at left guard. Center, Trey Hopkins. Right guard, Chris Hubbard. And Nate Solder, the veteran, at right tackle. 1st and 10 from their 20. New York in their red home jerseys. White pants, red helmets, white letters. Moving right to left across your screen. Wilson calling the play at the line. Back to pass. Quick toss to Lewis. And the tight end picks up the first down. 12-yard gain. Campbell brings him down at the New York 32. Let's take a look at that London defense. Max Crosby and Joey Bosa are the defensive ends. Leonard Williams and Dalvin Tomlinson are the defensive tackles. Your linebackers, Devondre Campbell, Darius Leonard, and Jalen Phillips, the rookie, are at the linebacker positions. Defensive backs, veteran Patrick Peterson, Von Bell, Jamal Adams, and Anthony Brown. 1st and 10 New York after the 12-yard gain by Lewis. Robinson, the lone setback. Wilson transfers the ball to Robinson. Off tackle left. He's met at the line and pushed back. He'll lose a yard. Both teams struggling with the running game early this season. New York 18th ranked running attack offensively. They're averaging just 87.5 yards a game. Brings up 2nd and 11. Pirine comes in at running back. Wilson will move to the shotgun. 3 wide receivers set. Wilson back to pass. Under pressure, throws over the middle to Chenault. Tackled by Peterson. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 4. They Line to gain will be the New York 42 for the first down. 4 wide receiver set, 1 tight end for Russell Wilson. Wilson, back to pass, has time, completes it to Crowder. He has a first down. And not much else. Tackled immediately by Peterson. 1st and 10, ball at the New York 44. Generals moving the ball on their first possession. Russell Wilson, just one of the additions in free agency to the New York Generals. Lakeland Tomlinson came over from Chicago. First and 10 from the New York 44. Just underway here. Monday Night Football. No score between the Knights and the Generals. Wilson still in the pistol. Back to pass. Complete to Davis at midfield. Tackled by Brown. It's a gain of 7. Wilson off to a great start so far. Back to pass again. Another completion to Crowder, this time at the London 40-yard line. Another first down for the Generals. They'll go back to 12 formation. 1 running back, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. Wilson back to pass. Fires a short pass over to Crowder. Short gain, 3 yards. Tackled by Brown. Brings up 2nd and 7. Robert Saleh, coming into his 2nd season as head coach for New York, has an 8-8 record. Took over a team that had the worst record in the league back in 2020. Leads them to a 7-7 record last season and into the playoffs for the first time since 2018. Of course, they lost in the wild card round to Tampa Bay. 2nd and 7. 3 wide receiver set. P. Ryan is in at the lone running back position. Wilson has had his struggles in the first 2 games. Back to pass over the middle. He was looking for Chenault, but well covered by Peterson. Incomplete. Wilson coming into the game with the league's worst quarterback rating, 48.6. 2 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Looking to improve things here in week 3 of Monday Night Football. 3rd and 7, ball's at the London 36. Empty backfield once again for New York. 4 wide receiver set. Wilson calling the signals. Back to pass under pressure. Completes it to Davis at the 29. He's got a first down. He's going for more. 10-5. Touchdown. Corey Davis shakes off the defender and motors his way 36 yards for the score. We'll take a look at that on instant replay again. Davis beats his man, and then it's just off to the races. Jamal Adams tries to get over there, but not in time. Extra point attempt by Myers is good. So, a 9-play, 80-yard drive taking up just under 5 minutes. Wilson, 36-yard touchdown pass to Davis. And the New York Generals take an early 7-0 lead here on Monday Night Football. 2:22 to go here, first quarter. Knights were forced to punt on their first possession, and then, of course, the Generals march down the field and then score on their first possession. Myers set to kick off, Pringle the deep man. Pringle had a good kickoff return. His first attempt takes this one from his own goal line. He's to the 20. Gets past the 25 before being
Receiving
tackled.
team, 10-yard penalty.
And this one's going to come back, holding on London. So starting field position now at the London 5-yard line. As the London Knights offense takes the field, London coached by Sean Payton. Sean Payton, prior to coming over to London, coached for 9 years for the Birmingham Americans, 2009 to 2018. Won 2 Pantheon Bowls, 2013 and 2015. Has a career record, 94 and 67. So coming into tonight, he is only 6 wins away from 100 wins in the WFL. Rob Gaskin, the lone setback. On 1st and 10 from the London 5. Hand off to Gaskin. He's going to go off tackle right. He's to the 10. Finally tackled by Sweat at the 13. As we mentioned earlier, New York has struggled on the running attack. Also, London, they're ranked 14th, averaging just 93.5 yards per carry. Both teams have yet to record a rushing touchdown through 2 weeks. We'll see if that changes tonight. 2nd and 2, ball at the London 13. The Knights trail 7-0 here early. Wentz back into the shotgun. 3 wide receiver set. Schultz moves to the slot. Wentz back to pass, in trouble. He's going to have to scramble. He picks up the first down a little more. Rapp with the tackle at the 17. The Knights pick up a first down. Past the halfway point of the first quarter. Wentz from the pistol, hands off to Gaskin, off tackle right. He's got room to run. He's at the 25, near the 30 before being stopped by Jones. A first down for the Knights, gain of 12 yards. Wentz coming into the game having just thrown 1 touchdown so far this season. First and 10 from the London 29. Wentz calling out the signals. Back to pass. Looking for Schultz. And he was covered by Johnson. Incomplete, brings up 2nd and 10. London has been mostly the road warrior so far this season. Their first scheduled home game, of course, was supposed to take place at Wembley Stadium, but of course the death of Queen Elizabeth II made some changes to that plan. They played technically a home game at MetLife Stadium to open the season versus St. Louis. They were on the road last week at Berlin. They are on the road this week at New York, and then they'll go to Philadelphia, 3-0 Philadelphia. And we'll talk about Philadelphia here at halftime and the great start they've had so far to the season. 2nd and 10. Ball at the London 29. Screen pass to Gaskin, incomplete. There's a penalty flag on the play.
Holding. Offense. Number 75, 10-yard penalty.
And Brown called on that play. Backed up 10 yards to the London 19. London has already been penalized 3 times tonight. Wentz back in the pistol formation. 3 wide receiver set. Gaskin, the lone running back to pass. Fires deep for Schultz at midfield. He catches it. And finally tackled by Parsons. Knocked out of bounds at the New York 48. A 33-yard gain. We have to take a look at that one again. How he gets open on that play. Gets past Johnson the third. Luckily, Parsons is there. Parsons, number 1 draft pick by New York out of Penn State. 5.5 minutes to go, first quarter. Ball at the New York 48. Knights go to a 2 tight end formation now. Wentz, back to pass, under pressure, and he goes down. Sacked by Sweat. And for the New York defense, that's the 10th sack they've recorded so far this season. They came into the game ranked 3rd in quarterback sacks, and they just got another one. Loss of 5 brings up 2nd and 15, back into London territory at the London 47. They'll switch back to the 3 wide receiver set. Draw play to Gaskin. He'll get to midfield. He'll get into New York territory before he's tackled by Highsmith at the 47. Gain of 6 brings up 3rd and 9. London will move to a 4 wide receiver set here. Empty backfield on 3rd and long. Back to pass. Has time. Fires. Intercepted. Rapp picks it off at the 35. Taylor Rapp, his 2nd interception of the season, finally brought down at the London 31. We'll have to take a look at that one again on the replay. Throws it into double coverage, and Rapp with the steal. 3:26 to go. And for Carson Wentz, that's the first pass he has had intercepted this season. He came into the game through 2 games having thrown no interceptions. That's his first one thrown this year. 5th turnover generated by the New York defense so far this season. Wilson under center, calling out the signals. Play action. Wilson looking to go long, but he checks underneath to the tight end. I'm sorry, he checks to Crowder, but it's incomplete, just out of reach. He was looking to go long there. I think Chenault was the intended target, but he was well covered. Brings up 2nd and 10. 3:23 to go, first quarter. Generals looking to add more. They lead it 7-0. New York will stay in that 12 formation. 1 running back, 2 tight ends. Wilson changing the play at the line. Hands off to Robinson. Gets inside the 30. Finally spun down by Crosby at the 27. It'll bring up 3rd and 6. Empty backfield behind Wilson. 4 wide receivers. Wilson under pressure. He's going to have to get rid of it. Throws it to Davis, but it's right through his hands. Incomplete. Had Davis in the flat, but right through his hands. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down. And Myers is out to kick a field goal. Jason Myers on the season, 5 for 5 in field goals. Ball spotted at the 27. So this looks like it's going to be a 44-yard attempt. This will match his longest so far of the season. Good spot. Kick is through and good. They'll officially credit Myers with a 45-yard field goal. So with 2:34 left to go, the Generals capitalize on a Wentz interception and add 3 more. They lead 10-0 here on Monday Night Football. I'm going to check my levels here. Okay, I think everybody can hear me. Good. I did first broadcast this season. Mic was not working, so it was an announcerless game. Thank you, all of you who are joining us tonight on YouTube. Appreciate it. Also, feel free to subscribe to my channel, Replay Sports channel. In addition to football, we got baseball. I'll tell you a little bit about our 1967 replay that we have going on. And next week's Monday Night Football game. I'll also kind of we'll call that a tease in the business. I'll let you know what that is in just a moment. Pringle set to return his 3rd kickoff of the night. This one's going to be just inside the end zone for a touchback. So London, 3rd drive of the game, will start at their own 25, and they have struggled so far. 55 yards total offense as compared to 84 so far for New York. Michael Carter into the game now at running back for the Knights. A little change of pace here from Sean Payton. Carter will get the handoff. He's met immediately behind the line of scrimmage. So change of quarterback, same story. Loss of 1, tackled by Clark at the 24. Overall defensive-wise, New York ranked 11th in the league, 8th against the pass, 13th against the run. The addition of Micah Parsons will definitely, hopefully, pay dividends for the New York Generals. 2nd and 11 for the Knights as we near the end of the first quarter. Wentz moving back to pistol formation. Back to pass, has time, completes it to Diggs at the 30. Tackled by Awuzie immediately. It's a gain of 6, brings up 3rd and 5. Diggs makes his first catch of the night. 3rd and 5. Need to get to the 35 for a first down. Four wide receiver set. Schultz, the tight end, moves into the slot formation. Wentz calling out the signals at the line. Back to pass. Has time. Over the middle to Pringle. Picks up the first down. Needed 5 and he got 6. Tackled by Hobbs. First down, London. 63 seconds left to go here in quarter number 1. Gaskin back into the game now for London. Three wide receiver set for the Knights. Under pressure. Gets rid of it. Cobb makes the catch. He's got the first down. Hit out of bounds by Rapp at the London 47. And that will be the last play of the first quarter. It has been all New York so far. They lead it 10-0. We head into quarter number 2 here on WFL Monday Night Football. Fast-moving first quarter. We get prepared to start the second quarter here from Yankee Stadium. Again, you're watching the London-New York game, but I got to tease next week's game. We have got a battle of unbeatens taking place next Monday night. The Las Vegas Outlaws taking on a Pacific Division opponent, the Los Angeles Wildcats. from SoFi Stadium here on Monday Night Football, the WFL 2022. So make sure to check it out again. If you're not a subscriber, please do, because you get notified when we have a live game, and you can also watch at your leisure by checking it out later. And if you're a baseball fan, I've been doing a 1967 Major League Baseball replay. We're now in mid-September. It's getting interesting. Baltimore Orioles and the Red Sox will do battle on September 16th, 1967. That'll be our game of the week. Encourage you to check that out. Boston is leading in the American League, but they do have some challengers from the Tigers, the White Sox, the Angels. Oh, who's the other team I'm forgetting? Not the Twins, but they're not chasing them. But that one's pretty exciting. Over in the National League, St. Louis, pretty much true to form. They've got about a 6-7 game lead on the Phillies. So could be Boston St. Louis like it was in real life. We'll see. So definitely check us out for that. And we'll have many more sports coming up here as we move from the fall into the winter. Hopefully some basketball, some golf. Love the Action PC Sports. DK had the sale on this weekend. Got some great college football teams. A great deal there. So I might do some best of greatest teams. So that might be coming up as well. All right, getting back to our game, let's take a look at the statistics. I could say that. New York leading, but you can kind of see London having some edge there in those statistics. Quarterback comparison, Carson Wentz, 5 of 8, 54 yards. Russell Wilson, 4 of 7, 61 yards heading into the second quarter. So London with a drive. We pick up 1st and 10, ball at the London 47 here as we start quarter number 2, ending week 3 of WFL 2022. Wentz goes back to a 2 tight end set. Schultz and Everett are the 2 tight ends. Gaskin is the running back. Back to pass. Wentz under pressure. He's going to run for it. He's past midfield into New York territory. Tackled by Johnson III at the 45. Wentz has been running tonight. 2 carries for 12 yards. Brings up 2nd and 2. Nice crowd here at Yankee Stadium. Of course, following the Yankees, of course, and how well they've been doing this season. New York, the only team that shares a stadium with a baseball team. Oakland was the last one. Of course, that team moved to Berlin in the offseason. So the Generals are the only team that share a stadium with a baseball team. All the other clubs have football-specific stadiums. Brings up 2nd and 2. Gaskin, the lone running back. Schultz moves to the slot. Play action. Oh, he's in trouble and sacked by Micah Parsons. Parsons not fooled by that fake out. Brings up 3rd and 5. Parsons, as we said earlier, first round pick by the Generals from Penn State. 6'3", 245 pounds. Bet you didn't know this, but Parsons is a self-taught chess player. Likes to play chess, very good at it. He plays that rapid chess. So, of course, playing chess, but they do those rapid moves. So if you didn't know that, now you do. Brings up 3rd and 5, ball at the New York 48. Need to get to the 43 of New York to get a first down. Empty backfield behind Wentz. 4 wide receiver set. Wentz back to pass. Oh, we had Diggs open but overthrew him. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Diggs wide open, and now he would have gone for 6 if he had made the connection there. Brings out the punting unit. Pat O'Donnell into punt. Looking to put this one inside the 10. Ozulski's going to watch it go. And the official there marks it at the 10-yard line. So a punt of 38 yards. Time on the clock, 13:28. Thank you, Victoria, for the nice comments. Appreciate you joining us tonight. If you're not a subscriber, please do. So the Generals will start work here in the second quarter from their own 10-yard line. Wilson off to a good start, 10-0 lead. And we've got a new running back in the game, Ernest Johnson. I like the hairdo, by the way. That is a cool-looking hairdo. Two tight end formation. Hand off to Johnson. He's going to go sweep left, trying to find a hole there. And he'll be met at the line of scrimmage by Campbell. No gain for Johnson. Brings up 2nd and 10. Just underway here, second quarter. New York leads 10-0. 12 personnel in for New York. Wilson back to pass, under pressure. He's going to run for it. He's got the first down at the 20. Finally slides down to the 23. Gain of 13 yards for Russell Wilson. Both quarterbacks having a run for their life tonight. But he does pick up the first down. Ball's at the 23. Robinson back into the game at running back. Wilson at the line calling out the signals. Toss right to Robinson. Has a hole. He's to the 30. Finally pushed out of bounds by Leonard at the New York 32. Gain of 9 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 1. Need to pick up 1 yard here. Hand off to Robinson. He looks close. And referee Jerome Boger's going to give him the first down, but Sean Payton's going to toss the challenge flag, so they're going to take a look at it.
The field is confirmed. A timeout will be charged.
And Jerome Boger has a look at it on the replay monitor and says that Robinson did get to the marker, so it's first down. The Knights lose a timeout and a challenge. Jerome Boger, maybe some of you didn't know this, was a quarterback at Morehouse College in Atlanta. And when the pro prospects did not pan out, he became an official. And that's how he ended up in the WFL. Coached, refereed in college, then ended up in the pros. But yeah, started out as a quarterback at Morehouse College. And he wears the number 23 because that was the number worn by the first African-American official, Johnny Greer. Johnny Greer passed away this past March, but Johnny Greer was the first African-American official in the NFL. But we include him in the WFL as well. So after the run by Robinson, the challenge by London, it is first down, ball at the New York 33, early in the second quarter. And it's been all New York so far. They'll stay in that full house backfield. Robinson will get the ball again. He'll get to the 35 this time. Brought down by Peterson. Patrick Peterson, veteran defensive back, brings him down. Brings up 2nd and 7. Robinson now the lone running back. Wilson calling the signals. Robinson up the middle, trying to find some room to run there. There may have been a fumble. There's a fumble, and wouldn't you know it, London has the ball. Ball's recovered by Campbell, and the Boo Birds here in the Bronx are letting the Generals have it as the offense walks off the field. Robinson took the handoff, and that was a quick hitter. I think Bosa stripped the ball out, and then Campbell was able to wind up with the football. And London has the ball at the New York 32. 10.5 minutes to go here before halftime. Knights with an opportunity to score. Gifted a turnover by the New York Generals. Gaskin, the lone running back for London. Into the 12 formation. One running back. And the handoff to Gaskin up the middle. He's past the 30, near the 25. Stopped by Clark at the 26, a gain of 6 yards. So on the night so far, Gaskin 5 carries, 31 yards. Robinson 6 carries, 17 yards. That's your running back comparison. Gaskin stays in the game at running back. 3 wide receiver set for the Knights. Gaskin gets the handoff. He's met in the backfield by Sweat. Sweat having a busy night. Loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 5. 9.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Knights with an opportunity to get some points here off the Robinson fumble. Empty backfield behind Wentz. 4 wide receiver set. Wentz calls out the signals. Back to pass. Flag on the play.
Offsetting penalties. Repeat. 3rd down.
So on the field, there was a incomplete pass. Wouzier ripped it out. I thought there was going to be counted as a fumble, but Wouzier got tangled up with the receiver. So we have offsetting penalties. So basically we're replaying the downs. So still 3rd and 5, ball the New York 27. Wentz. Back in the pistol. Back to pass. Pass time. Throws on a crowd, and it's intercepted by Johnson. Johnson, the 3rd, with his 2nd interception of the season, and Wentz with his 2nd interception of the night. There was a heavy rush there by New York. Wentz throws it into a crowd, overthrows his wide receiver. So a golden opportunity goes away for London. New York gets the ball back at their own 29 with 8:43 left to go here before halftime. Russell Wilson and the New York Generals come back out. One running back, 2 tight end, 2 wide receiver set for New York. Wilson, play action, back to pass, fires over the middle, complete to Crowder at the 39. He's got the first down. Finally stopped by Brown. 4th reception for Crowder tonight. 4 catches for 30 yards. First and 10. Johnson back in at running back. Pitch toss left. Johnson looking for a hole. Looking. Finally chased down by Williams in the backfield. Loss of 3 yards. Williams just grabbed a hold of one of those ankles and would not let go. Brings up 2nd and 13. We're near the halfway mark of the second quarter. Don't forget at halftime, we'll take a look at the action from Sunday's games, and we'll give you a preview of Week 4. So don't go anywhere for that. 2nd and 13, ball at the New York 37. Wilson will line up in the pistol formation. P. Ryan is the lone running back. 3 wide receiver set. Wilson back in the pistol, back to pass, completes it Chenault at the 41. Tackled by Peterson at the 43. Gain of 6 yards. Brings up 3rd and 7. They'll empty out the backfield for New York. Wilson from the gun, back to pass, over the middle, completes it to Chenault at midfield. He has the first down, tackled by Lewis at the London 43. Oh, I'm sorry, the London 48. First and 10, New York, as they cross over into London territory. Robinson back in the game at running back. Wilson changing the call at the line. Hands off to Robinson, up the middle. Not much there. Maybe a gain of 1. Campbell with the tackle. Coming up on the 6-minute mark of the second quarter. Wilson, 7 of 10 for 87 yards so far tonight. He'll line up in the pistol formation here on 2nd and 9. 3 wide receiver set for the Generals. Back to pass, under pressure. He takes off. Tackled by Crosby at the 42. A pickup of 5. It'll bring up 3rd and 4. Wilson, not afraid to run. 3rd and 4. Need to get to the London 38 for the first down. 4 wide receiver set. Wilson. Back to pass. Under pressure again. He gets the pass off quickly. Completes to Davis at the 35. Tackled by Brown. First down New York. Ball at the London 34. We're under the 5-minute mark of the second quarter. New York leads at 10-0. Looking to add more. They'll stay in the empty backfield set. Wilson had to get rid of that pass quickly. Back to pass again. Another quick pass to Crowder near the 25. Tackled by Peterson. They'll mark him down at the 26. 2nd and 2. Boy, if Wilson was going to have a breakout game, you had to think it would be against his former team. First 2 games, the jury was kind of out there as far as his performance. Had the league's worst quarterback rating heading into tonight, and so kind of had a feeling that tonight would be, so far, the night that he'd have his breakout performance for his new team. 2nd and 2. Robinson back in the game at running back. Thomas and Lewis at the tight ends. Wilson back to pass. Under pressure. Gets rid of it. He was looking for Chenault.
Roughing the passer. Defense. Number 99. Automatic. First down.
And Williams, with the late hit on Wilson, gets flagged. They're going to flag that here in the league. Protect the quarterback. So after the penalty, ball will be moved to the London 13. So New York inside the red zone, looking to capitalize. 3 wide receivers set for New York. Wilson looking to increase the lead. Back to pass. Fires corner of the end zone for Crowder. Touchdown. We'll take a look at that on the replay, but Wilson with that nice fade, perfectly timed. Crowder reaches up, makes the grab over Jamal Adams. And New York beginning to pull away. Myers kick, wide left. He misses the point after. A trend we're seeing a lot of this year in the league. The score is now 16-0 with 3:30 left to go in the second quarter. 9 plays, 71-yard drive, just taking up 5 minutes and 13 seconds. Wilson's second touchdown pass of the night, 13-yard touchdown pass to Crowder. London finds themselves in a hole here early. They have 2 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Pringle back deep to receive. And this one's going to go through the end zone for a touchback. London will start at their own 25. London comes out in a 3 wide receiver set to start this drive. Gaskin the lone running back. Schultz moves to the slot position. Wentz back to pass. Fires to Pringle at the 30. Tackled by Jones. Gain of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. 3.5 minutes to go. Wentz taking his time. Brings the team to the line. Back to pass. Finds Pringle tiptoeing the sidelines there, near side. Pushed out of bounds by Jones. At the 38, 1st and 10, London. 2:47 left in the second quarter. Draw to Gaskin. Gaskin met at the line. Harrison with the tackle, no gain. And that's going to bring up the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes left to go here in the first half. The Knights down 16-0, face 2nd and 10. Went 7 of 12 for 67 yards, 2 interceptions on the night. His leading receiver is Pringle, 3 catches for 19 yards. Wentz sets up in the pistol. 3 wide receiver set. Back to pass, under pressure. He's going to have to scramble. He's got the first down. Second effort. Parsons tried to wrap him up there. It's a gain of 10. Ball will be placed at the London 48. They're going to go no huddle here. They hurry up to the line. Wentz directing traffic at the line of scrimmage. And play stops for a penalty.
False start. Offense, number 75, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
And Pete, the right guard, gets called for a false start. So that'll move him back 5 yards. One of the many issues that London's had to deal with tonight has been penalties. 5 penalties for 43 yards. New York has yet to be penalized. London will go to empty backfield now on 1st and 15. Wentz back to pass, over the middle, complete to Diggs at the New York 45. And I think he's got the first down. Yes, needed 15, he got 15. Tackled by Hobbs at the New York 42. 92 seconds left as London hurries to the line. They need to get a score here. New York gets the ball to start the third quarter. Wentz gets the play off, fires quickly to Cobb inside the 40. It's a gain of 6 before tackled by Rapp at the New York 36. London hustling to the line to get set up. Back to pass. He's got Schultz all alone at the 20. Finally brought down by Harris at the 13. 1st and 10 at the New York 13. What a play there by Schultz. He is having a night so far. 2 catches for 56 yards. They've thrown to him a lot so far. They quickly hurry to the line. Wentz back to pass. Looking. Goes for the far side of the end zone for Cobb, but it's incomplete. Clock will stop with 35 seconds. The Knights have 2 timeouts left. Wentz gets the call in from the sideline. Wentz from the pistol, back to pass, looking, fires over the middle for Pringle, but he can't hang on. Pringle and Hobbs get all tangled up there near the 5-yard line. Clock will stop with 30 seconds, brings up 3rd and 10. Wentz calling the signals. Back to pass. He's being chased, and he's dropped by Highsmith. Highsmith coming from nowhere. Up the middle, and then past the center, and then drops Wentz for the sack. Sean Payton will call a timeout here on 4th and 18. There's 23 seconds left to go until halftime. And the field goal kicking unit will come out. Harrison Butker, 4 of 6 in field goals so far this season. This one will be from 38 yards, if my calculations are correct. Butker, the scoring leader last season in the WFL, won the Gridiron Award for that, or the Gritty, as we call it. Butker kicks it away, and London scores. They put 3 points on the board. 39-yard field goal officially. Had a wind in his face there, so it was not easy. We did mention the wind earlier. It's a very windy night here in the Bronx. So with 20 seconds left, the Knights get their first score. They trail 16-3. And probably get a squib kick here from Butker. No, he's going to kick it deep. And there's going to be a return from the Generals. Olszewski takes it from 2 yards out. Tackled at the New York 23. 12 seconds left. And I think Wilson's just going to do the kneel down here. New York will get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. And that's what he'll do. Kneel down. And both teams are heading toward their respective dressing rooms as we have come to halftime with the score. The Generals 16 and the Knights 3. Take a look at your halftime highlights here in just a moment. It's halftime here in the Bronx at Yankee Stadium. The hometown Generals lead at 16-3 at halftime. We'll take you through some of the highlights of Week 3 so far. Started out early this morning in Berlin. The Berlin Thunder get their 2nd win of the season. They edge out the Houston Roughnecks. I'm sorry, Houston defeated Berlin 26-24. I'm looking at the wrong scoreline here. So Joe Burrow, 19 of 30, 244 yards and 2 touchdowns in that game. Then we move out west, Las Vegas. Battle between Mexico City Aztecs and the Las Vegas Outlaws. That's a high-scoring game there. Vegas ends up winning that game 35-32. Matt Gay, 5 for 5 in field goals in that game. Los Angeles continues their perfect start to the season. They defeat Arizona 21-17. Arizona led that game 17-6 with 7:48 left in the 3rd quarter. They were held to just 3 points in the whole second half. Los Angeles would score 15 unanswered points in the comeback. CeeDee Lamb, Los Angeles wide receiver, 7 receptions, 139 yards, and 1 touchdown. Then in Orlando, the battle or the war on I-4, Tampa Bay Bandits and the Orlando Apollos. Tampa Bay improves to 3-0. They defeat their rivals 23-18. Leonard Fournette, 24 carries, 111 yards, 1 touchdown in that game. Josh Allen, the Orlando quarterback, was sacked 3 times in that game. On to Memphis, where the battle of the winless teams, the Denver Gold and the Memphis Express. Memphis gets their first win of 2022, winning 21-17. Josh Jacobs ran 30 times for 188 yards and 3 touchdowns. And then in our nation's capital, the woes for the Federals continue as the Birmingham Americans defeated Washington 22-16. Jenkins with a 40-yard interception return late in the game, which made the difference there. Out in St. Louis, the Route 66 rivalry between the Fire and the Stars ended up with the Stars getting their first win. They defeated Chicago 33-29. Ezekiel Elliott, 28 carries, 151 yards, 1 touchdown in that game. Out in San Antonio, the Commanders get win number 1. So we saw a lot of teams who had not had wins coming in today get their first wins of the day. So the Commanders defeat Detroit in an upset, 20-18. In fact, coming into that game, Detroit was favored by 18 points. So take that as you will. Perryman, 32-yard fumble return touchdown late in the fourth quarter, helped turn the tide in that game. Then the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, improves to 3-0. The Bell defeated the defending league champions. The defending champions are now 1-2, which is interesting. They lose 34-27. Darius Slay, big man Slay, 44-yard interception return with 2:24 left in the fourth quarter would be the score that would win the game. And it's very much a reminder, these two teams played each other last year at the Link, and Philadelphia would win that game on a last-second score. So Toronto's got to feel a bit snake bitten there. All right, so we've got some great games coming up for you next week. Berlin at New York. We'll find out what New York looking to improve here. London will stay here stateside and visit Philadelphia. Denver still looking for that first win. Will go to Mexico City. Memphis 1-2 travels to Tampa Bay 3-0 in charge of that Southern Division. Orlando travels to 0-3 Washington. Toronto 1-2 takes on Detroit in the new border war game. Houston will visit Chicago. St. Louis and San Antonio, 2 1-2 teams, face off against each other. Birmingham will be at Arizona, and again, a reminder of our next Monday night game, Las Vegas Outlaws at the Los Angeles Wildcats. That is going to be a great game, so you definitely want to check that out. So that's our halftime report. Let's take you for some statistics, if I can say that correctly, of tonight's game so far, and it has been all New York. Key indicators there: the penalties for New York, for London, 5 penalties for 43 yards. The turnovers, the 2 turnovers there were 2 interceptions by Carson Wentz. Wentz, 10 of 17, 111 yards. He's been sacked 3 times. So New York's defense is really stepping up here. Russell Wilson, 10 of 13, 116 yards, 2 touchdown passes. So those are the halftime statistics. We head on down to the field. London prepares to kick off to New York. Olszewski is back deep to return as the third quarter gets underway. Olszewski will take it just inside his goal line, brings out to the 20, the 30, finally tackled at the 31. Russell Wilson finally getting that breakout game now as a member of the New York Generals. They lead it 16-3. Johnson in at running back. One running back, two tight end formation. Johnson gets the handoff. Again, met at the line of scrimmage. Both teams struggling to run the ball. The Knights, 11 carries, 51 yards, averaging 4.6 yards a carry. Generals, not better. 13 carries for just 32 yards, 2.5 yards a carry. So moving forward, both teams want to improve their running game. Johnson sweeps left. A little more room this time. He's past the 35. Tackled by Campbell at the 39. They'll bring up 3rd and 2. We'll take a look at the third down conversion rate. New York, 4 of 5 on third downs. London, just 1 of 6. Three wide receivers set for New York. P. Ryan in at running back. Lewis will move to the slot. Wilson from the pistol, back to pass. Penalty flag on the play. Passes incomplete.
Holding defense. Number 7, 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Patrick Peterson, defensive back, will be called with the hold, and that's an automatic first down. Another penalty called on London. And Sean Payton's given that come on man look to his defense. Ball moved to the New York 44. It's 1st and 10. Just underway here. Third quarter has been all New York so far tonight. Johnson back in as the lone running back. Hand off to Johnson, off tackle right. He's to the 45. Tackled by Crosby at the 46. Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. Wilson will move to the shotgun this time. He has 3 wide receivers set to work with. Crowder, Chenault, and Davis are the wide receivers. Back to pass. Safety blitz picked up there. Crowder makes the catch inside London territory. Finally tackled by Lewis down at the London 28. Wow, let's take a look at that on replay. London sends a corner blitz there. It's picked up. And then Crowder makes a great catch. And Lewis makes the touchdown-saving tackle down at the London 28. Crowder, 7 catches for 77 yards tonight. He's having a big night so far. Could be a candidate for game MVP. Stay till the end to find out who our game MVP will be. New York stays in the 3 wide receiver set. Crowder being guarded by Adams makes the catch. Finally brought down at the 15. Make that the 14-yard line. 14-yard line. Waiting for the linesman there to line up the ball. So a 14-yard completion. That's been an interesting battle to watch there between Crowder and Jamal Adams, the all-star defensive back. Robinson will come back into the game at running back. Wilson, play action, under pressure, back to pass, completes to Lewis for the touchdown. Mercedes Lewis, the veteran tight end, with the touchdown catch. And what a night for Russell Wilson. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the night. Let's take a look at that again. They're using the 1 running back, 2 tight end set. And Mercedes Lewis makes the catch and dives into the end zone. Myers just does get the ball inside the upright. Remember, he missed his previous attempt. So now the Generals lead by 20, 23-3. They have a 3-possession lead over the Knights. We have 11 minutes and 10 seconds to go here in the third quarter. This isn't close to being done yet, so London still has time. And the kickoff from Myers sails into the end zone for a touchback. So Wilson on the night, 13 of 16, 170 yards, 3 touchdowns. That one happened. 7 plays, 69 yards. And he finds the tight end. Wentz back out at quarterback. He is the man who came in to replace Wilson after Wilson left via free agency. London has lost a lot of players. They lost, in addition to Wilson, they lose wide receiver DJ Chark to Detroit. And, of course, their number 1 wide receiver, Tyreek Hill, to Orlando. So Wilson was probably the big story. Tyreek Hill was probably just as equal because all the things that Tyreek Hill could do. So a lot of rebuilding going on here for the perennial Metropolitan Division contenders, London. It's early days, though. We're only in the 3rd game of the season. So 1st and 10, ball at the 25. Gaskin, the lone running back. And I think I lost connection here. So if you're just joining us, 11:01 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Generals lead at 23-3. I just got a thing on the monitor. It says that I'd lost connection. So glad you guys are back. Wentz back in the pistol, back to pass. He's going to float a screen pass over to Gaskin. It's complete. He's out to near the 20. Tackled by Harrison there. Pickup of 5. Brings up 2nd and 15. Thank you for joining us on the YouTube channel tonight. This is the Replay Sports channel. This is our Monday Night Football game for the World Football League 2022. Feel free to subscribe, join us, leave comments and suggestions. World Football League is kind of like a fantasy style league. We use defunct team names or made up team names. We use real players, kind of draft them fantasy style, and we have a league going into our 40 something years now. I don't know the exact number. I think it's 46 years. But we've been using the Action PC Sports game now for the last 22 years. So love this game. Love the enhancements they did for 2022. And check them out. If you don't have Action PC, definitely check them out. 2nd and 15 for the Knights. Early days here in the 3rd quarter. Trying to get something going here against the Generals. Wentz from the pistol, back to pass. Completes to Cobb on the far sideline. Tackled by Rapp. Mark the ball at the London 28. Brings up 3rd and 7. On the night, London just 1 of 6 on 3rd downs. I love the crowd noise they added. They didn't have crowd noise before, but this is nice. Wentz back to pass. Has time. Looking. Fires for Diggs, but it's incomplete. I think Awuzie tipped it at the last moment. That'll bring up 4th and 7. Another thing that DK Sports added was the use of the hash marks. So if the play goes to the right, they set the ball up on the right side hash marks and vice versa for the left. They didn't always have that. So that's something really neat. I think it kind of adds to the strategy of the game. Pat O'Donnell in to punt. Ozulski's back deep to receive. Ozulski will take it for his own 26. Good return. Finally brought down at the New York 43. 9 minutes, 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Generals in control here. They lead at 23-3. Generals will play host to Berlin next week, the Berlin Thunder. London, continuing that early season road odyssey, will be at Philadelphia, the undefeated Philadelphia Bell at 3-0. Robinson in as the lone running back. Wilson under center. having his breakout night tonight in front of a national-wide audience. He's going to throw a screen to Robinson, but it's dropped. Robinson had it, and then he dropped it. Brings up 2nd and 10. A rare incompletion for Wilson. He's only had 4 incompletions so far tonight. So bring up 2nd and 10. P. Ryan will come into the game at running back. 3 wide receivers set for the Generals. Wilson, quick pass to Chenault at midfield. Penalty on the play.
Offsides, defense. Number 15, 5-yard penalty.
And so there's offsides on Phillips. Phillips, number 1 draft pick out of Miami. So Wilson wants to take the 8-yard gain. It will, however, bring up 3rd and 2. So interesting choice there by Coach Robert Saleh. Saleh in his 2nd season at the helm here in New York took a team that was worst record in 2020 and gets them into playoff contention a year later in 2021. So 3rd and 2. P. Ryan will stay in at the running back position. 3 wide receivers set from the gun. Wilson, play action. Fires underneath for Crowder, but it's incomplete. He'll bring up 4th down. And a rare punting opportunity for the Generals. Corey Bojorquez, he won the punting title last season, the Gridiron Award, which we refer to as the Gritties, for the best punting average. Will be punting to Rogers. I believe this is the first time we've seen Corey tonight. I think this is the first punt for him tonight. Corey angling for that sideline, gets it near the 10-yard line, and that is where the officials will mark it, at the London 10-yard line. Clock stops with 9 minutes, 6 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. New York leading 23-3 here from the Bronx, from Yankee Stadium. London, deep in their own end, will start their drive there. Carter will come in at running back. Wentz under center, calling the play. Hand off to Carter, off tackle right. Gets near the 15. Walker with the stop at 14. Gain of 4 brings up 2nd and 6. Wentz has had a struggle tonight. 12 of 20, 124 yards, 2 interceptions. Wentz from the pistol. Throws underneath for Carter. Overthrows incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 6. New York defense playing a whale of a game tonight. 4 wide receiver set for London. Wentz under pressure. He's going to throw a short pass to Cobb, but Cobb's going to pick up the 1st down. Cobb with some daylight out of the flat there, and a woozy with the tackle at the 23. So the Knights do pick up the 1st down. Only the 2nd time they've converted on 3rd downs tonight. Carter will come back in at running back. He'll get the handoff, off tackle right, gets near the 25. We have an injured player on the play. Highsmith from New York is clutching his ribs, it looks like, so he's going to go off and get medical attention there. I think that's the first injury we've had tonight as well. So gain of 2 for Carter. Ball at the London 25. Halfway through the third quarter, New York leads at 23-3. Gaskin back into the game. Hand off to Gaskin, off tackle right. And he's met at the line by Sweat. No gain, brings up 3rd and 8. Empty backfield for London on 3rd and 8. Diggs, Pringle, Cobb, and Rogers are the wide receivers. Wentz back to pass, has time. Oh, looking for Pringle, but it's off his fingertips. Incomplete. And it brings up 4th down. The Generals' defensive unit playing one of their better games of the season so far. O'Donnell back deep to punt. Ozolski back to receive. Ozolski standing at about his own 38. Gets near midfield before finally being spun down by Mayo. They'll mark the ball at the 50. 6:45 left to go, third quarter. And the Generals continue to march on against the Knights. One running back behind Wilson, Johnson. Uh-oh. Wilson was going to hand it off, but there was a mishap there. So busted play. Wilson does gain a yard before being tackled by Williams. So Wilson and the running back are not on the same page there. One of the rare miscues by this New York Generals offense tonight. Brings up 2nd and 9. P. Ryan will come into the game at running back. 3 wide receivers set for Wilson. Back to pass. Has time. Looking to throw deep. The ball's batted down at the line. Tomlinson bats the ball down. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 9. .604 left to go here in the third quarter. Empty backfield for Russell Wilson on 3rd and long. Wilson back to pass, has time. Throws underneath to Crowder at midfield, tackled immediately by Peterson. So a loss of 1 and 4th down. And we're going to see Corey Borjorquez again. So 2 consecutive drives and then a punt for New York. Rogers back deep to receive. Rogers takes it from his own 5. Gets near the 20. They'll mark him down at the London 17. 5.5 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Live from Yankee Stadium. 78 degrees here tonight. Clear, but it has been windy. Swirling wind marked from between 20 and 30 miles an hour. London trying to get something going here. They still have plenty of time, but Wentz having to change the play at the line. He's going to go back to pass. Fires. Oh, and he had Gaskin deep, but it's incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10. Wentz back to pass. Over the middle, looking for Cobb, but it's in and out of his hands. Closely blanketed there by Rapp. Brings up 3rd and 10. offense. Back to pass. Quick fires over to Cobb. Penalty flag on the play.
Holding offense. Number 77.
So holding call on the play will be declined by New York. Brings up 4th and 4 and another punting situation for New York. We're under the 5-minute mark here in the third quarter. O'Donnell back out to punt again. He's gotten a workout with that punting leg tonight. Ozulski takes it from his own 35. He's to the 50. Finally tackled just inside London territory. He'll mark the ball at the London 47. 4:53 to go here in a slow-moving third quarter. The Generals lead at 23-3. Robinson will be the lone running back for the Generals. He'll get the handoff. Going to try to sweep to the right. Gets by one man. Gets to the 40. Finally tackled by Leonard at the London 39. Pickup of 8 yards. Robinson on the night. 8 carries for 26 yards. Generals have struggled running the ball, but they've had Russell Wilson to provide excellent passing for him. 197 yards, 3 touchdowns. Wilson under center, calling the plays. Man in motion, handoff to Robinson. Up the middle. It's going to be met in the backfield. Campbell with the tackle at the 39. Brings up 3rd and 2. P. Ryan will come into the game now at running back. Wilson moves into the pistol. Back to pass. Fires. Completes to Crowder near the 30. He picks up the first down. Lewis with the tackle. That's catch number 10 for Jamison Crowder and 100 yards receiving. Wilson now 16 of 22, 187 yards. 3.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Robinson checks back into the game at running back. Another sweep right. Has a hole. He's to the 20, the 15, the 10, 5, touchdown. James Robinson with the first rushing touchdown for New York this season. 29-yard touchdown run, and he's going to hang on to that football. Breaks across through one man, and then it's off to the races. Great run there by Robinson. Myers on to kick the point after attempt. And Myers misses his second point after. But New York still leads 29-3. 2:54 left to go here in the third quarter. 4-play, 47-yard drive just takes up 2 minutes. And the Generals get their first rushing touchdown of the 2022 season. Robinson 29-yard touchdown run. Pringle back deep to receive. He's going to take this one just out of his own end zone. Gets to about the 30 before being brought down. 2:44 left to go. It's quarter number 3. London lines up in a 2 tight end formation. Gaskin the lone running back. Lynch changing the play at the line. He'll hand off to Gaskin. Gets a couple. Tackled by Sweat at the London 32. Brings up 2nd and 8. 182 yards total offense for London so far. 287 for the Generals. And off to Gaskin. Big hole. 35. Tackled by Jones at the 37. We have another injured New York player, Davenport, being helped off the field. That left ankle. Can't put a lot of weight on it. He's being helped to the sideline. 3rd and 3 for the London Knights. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. They trail big, 29-3. Wentz from the pistol. Back to pass. Has time. Tries to dump it off to Schultz, but it's incomplete. Hits the turf before it gets to the tight end, and it's 4th down again for London. My, oh my. Offense is really struggling here tonight. O'Donnell back to punt. Zulski's got a chance at a good return here. He takes it from inside his own 20. There's a fumble. Ball popped out, and it's recovered by London. So London gifted on New York's first turnover. I'm sorry, their second turnover of the night. They get the ball at the New York 32. So Zulski had a chance for a good return there, but then fumbles the ball away. So 1st and 10. Ball's marked at the New York 32. Minute 45 to go here. The third quarter. London looking to capitalize. Wentz calling the signals from the pistol. Changing the play at the line. Hand off to Gaskin. Met at the line. No gain. Micah Parsons with the tackle. Number 1 draft pick from New York. Brings up 2nd and 10. Wentz back to pass. Under pressure, throws underneath to Schultz. He's to the 30. Brought down at the 29 by Johnson the third. Gain of 3. We're under a minute to go in what has been a long third quarter. A lot of punts in this quarter. Not a lot of scoring. I think that was the... Oh, yeah, New York's had 13 points. Okay. 3rd and 7 for London. Empty backfield behind Wentz. Wentz back to pass. Fires for Diggs. It's incomplete. Now bring up 4th and 7, and out will come the kicking unit. So Butker will come out. Looks to be about a 46-yard field goal attempt. Made one earlier. That's been their only score so far. And this one's blocked. And New York recovers. There was a good snap there, but it ends up being blocked. I think Rapp was the one who blocked it. Highsmith gets the recovery. So the Knights come away with nothing after the Zulski fumble. Score remains the same, 29-6. And this will probably be the last play of the third quarter. Johnson gets the handoff. Off tackle right. Gets to about the 40. Finally pulled down by Phillips at the 43. We have completed 3 quarters. New York in command. 29-3. We head into the fourth quarter. Take a look at those third quarter statistics. And we begin to see New York pulling away. Time of possession, very even. 22:54 for London, 22:06 for the Generals. So as we start the fourth quarter, Generals are faced with a 2nd and 5 at their own 43. Robinson back in again at running back. Robinson will get the handoff, off tackle right, gets near the 45, where he's tackled by Leonard, brings up 3rd and 3. Need to get to the New York 48 for a first down. 4 wide receivers set for New York. Wilson from the pistol, back to pass. Fires. Intercepted by Lewis. And Lewis. Jordan Lewis with his first interception of the year. He's finally brought down at the New York 15. Third turnover by New York. We'll take a look at that play again. Wilson's pass read perfectly there by Lewis. Ball will be placed at the New York 15. Another opportunity for London to get some points here. They recovered an Azulski fumble, but they had a field goal attempt blocked on their last drive. Now they have the ball at the New York 15, a chance to get another score. Carter in at running back. He'll take the handoff up the middle to the 10. Stopped at the 8. Gain of 7 yards. Brings up 2nd and 3. Some of the New York faithful here in the stands who may have gotten a little bit bored in the third quarter are beginning to wake up here late in the game as London still showing signs of life here. Wentz back into the shotgun. Back to pass. Looking underneath to Carter. Gets close to that first down marker, but he's going to be short by a yard. Highsmith tackles him at the 6-yard line. So they need a yard for the first down. They'll bring in a heavy package there. Wesco, the H-back, will be the blocking for Gaskin. Hand off to Gaskin. First down. Ball will be placed at the 3-yard line. First and goal, London. Boy, they need 7 points here. Wentz back in the pistol. Back to pass. Fires for Diggs, incomplete. A Woozy closely guarding him. Just not enough for PI there. Brings up 2nd and goal. Wesco back in for the jumbo package. Gaskin the deep back. Gaskin will get the handoff. He's stopped at the 1-yard line. A Woozy. Digs in his heels, stops him at the 1, brings up 3rd and goal. Fans now on their feet, chanting for their defense. Give us to Gaskin, up the middle, touchdown. Gaskin on the 1-yard dive play, and London has their first touchdown of the night, and also for London, that is their first rushing touchdown of the night. And the point after attempt by Butker is good. So with 11:16 left to go here, Generals lead 29-10. Lots of time left to go here in the game. Deep kickoff goes into the end zone for a touchback. Ball will be brought out to the 25-yard line. So both teams recording their first rushing touchdowns of the season. Robinson, the lone running back. Behind behind Wilson. Wilson hands off to Robinson. Counter Trey right. Pickup of 1. Robinson on the night. 12 carries for 58 yards. Wilson shifts to the pistol. Back to pass. Under pressure. Tries to throw a screen over to Robinson. It may have been picked off. Williams says he has the football. So London's going to use their last challenge.
Upon further review, the ball was secured before it hit the ground. Interception, no timeout will be charged.
So Williams does secure the ball. Leonard Williams gets his first interception here, and that's a big one. Big interception. London gets the ball again in New York territory. So Wilson, the second interception of the night. That's his 7th interception of the season. London will get the ball at the New York 24. 10.5 minutes to go. Still plenty of time for London to try to come back here. Carter in at running back. Three wide receivers set for London. Play action. Wentz is going to go deep. Throws underneath to Everett. He's to the 20. Tackled by Johnson the third at the 19. London making some noise here late. Score here. We could make things very interesting with plenty of time still left on the clock. 2nd and 5. Gaskin back in the game at running back. Hand off to Gaskin, off tackle left. He's near the 15. He's a yard shy of the first down. They'll mark him at the 15. 4-yard gain, tackled by Harrison. Brings up 3rd and 1. Sean Payton sends in the jumbo package again. Was successful on that previous drive. Wesco the blocking back, Gaskin the deep back. Hand off to Gaskin. Did he get enough? No. Tackled by Warner at the 15. It brings up 4th and 1. So decision time here for Sean Payton. He is going to go for it. He's going to. They do need points here. They trail by 19. And frankly, the field goal will not be enough. Gaskin and Wesco are the running backs. New York fans on their feet here. Hand off to Gaskin. Did he get it? No! He comes up short. And London cannot challenge because they used their last replay challenge. Oh, so close. New York will get the ball back with 8:17 left to go. Oh, man. How about that? So New York gets the ball back. They'll start at their own 14. They lead 29-10. P. Ryan in the game at running back. Wilson back to pass under pressure. Going to take off. He's to the 15. Finally brought down by Campbell at the 17. A 3-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 7. Wilson and the Generals off to a great start, but 4 turnovers tonight. So they had 2 in the first half and I believe 2 here late in the second half. Robinson in the game at running back. Pitch right. Robinson looking for a hole. Gets near the 20. Stop by Leonard. Gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4. Third and 4. They need to get to the New York 24 for the first down. Empty backfield for Wilson. From the pistol, back to pass. Wilson completes to Jefferson at the 30. Tackled by Adams. First down, New York. Van Jefferson with his first catch tonight, and it's a big one. They get to keep the ball and move the chains. Under 7 minutes to go. Robinson back in at running back. He'll get the handoff up the middle. Try to kill some time here. Picks up about a yard. Tackled by Max Crosby at the 32. P. Ryan replaces him at running back. 2nd and 9. Wilson taking his time, bringing the line up to the ball. Calls the signal. Back to pass. Completes it to Crowder at the 40. He's got the first down. Adams makes the tackle at the New York 42. That's 11 catches on the night for Crowder. Robinson back in the game at running back. 5.5 minutes left to go. Robinson off tackle. Right. Gains about a yard. Leonard with a stop at the 43. 4.5 minutes left to go. Wilson under center, back to pass. Throws a screen toward the direction of Robinson near side, but there's a penalty.
Passer, defense. Number 97, 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
And Bosa, Joey Bosa gets called for roughing the passer. Huge penalty. And that might be the dagger. That might be the final nail. We're down to 3:46 to go now. That's the second time Wilson's taken a late hit. Wilson appears to be okay. Hand off to Robinson, up the middle. Gets to about the 40, tackled by Campbell. Gain of 3 yards. Robinson, 66 yards tonight. That's the most he's gained so far this season. Again, New York taking their time, getting the play in. Bringing the team up to the line. Robinson with the carry. Penalty flag on the play. Tackled by Crosby.
Encroachment, defense. Number 98, 5-yard penalty.
Crosby got there a little too quick. Penalty number 9 for London. Brings up 2nd and 2. 2:55 left to go. And a fast-moving fourth quarter. This has moved a lot faster than the third quarter. Believe you me. Give to Robinson. He's going to pick up the first down. Tackled by Leonard at the London 30. London still has all 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. New York trying to seal the victory here as Bosa stops Robinson after a gain. We're at the 2-minute warning. Generals will play host to Berlin next week. New York's got a chance to move into second place. Johnson in the game now at running back. Robinson getting a much-needed breather. Being able to run the ball when they needed to. Johnson straight up the middle, gets about a yard. And London is electing not to use timeouts here. 3rd and 8. As Johnson will get the ball again. Met at the line of scrimmage. And London is electing not to use any of their timeouts. So Robert Saleh standing there with one of the officials trying to use up as much clock as possible. Finally calls his first timeout with 31 seconds left. So I have a feeling they've salted away the victory here. They're not going to go for a field goal. Wilson's going to stay out there. Just do a quick kneel down. And then the ball would be turned over on downs to London. Just 29 seconds left. Not much they can do with 29 seconds. And I think that's going to do it for London. Just a lot of things that Sean Payton will need to address in the week prior to the game versus Philadelphia. As Carson Wentz will do a kneel down, and I think that's going to do it for us here from Yankee Stadium. The Generals, Russell Wilson dominates his former team, New York 29, London 10. Let's take a look at the final statistics. Your player of the game. Player of the game is Rapp. Wow, Rapp's going to get the player of the game honors. He had 7 tackles and the big interception. 1 for 34 yards. So I'll give Russell Wilson an honorable mention. So thank you again for joining us here on the Replay Sports Channel. Don't forget, next Monday night, we got the Outlaws and the Wildcats, Battle of Unbeatens, Pacific Division battle, Pacific Division leadership to play for. Also, Major League Baseball, 1967 replay, Orioles Red Sox. That'll be probably our next broadcast coming up. Again, you've been watching this special presentation of the World Football League on the Replay Sports Channel. I'm Glenn Walker. Thank you for joining us tonight. Have a great evening.